And we are live. Probably. Possibly. I hope. I hate that there's a latency. And I can never see if we're live or not. Even though my laptop says we are. But yeah. We should. Okay. So, as usual, I'm just gonna wait. Hey, there are people in the chat! Hello, Epic Cake, Eddie the Nerd, Mecha Bunsy Bunny, yo, Savage Beer Arts. Mute your laptop.
It's not a laptop, it's a tablet.
Shut up. Epic Cake, it's been a while since I've been on one of these. Well, welcome back, and I hope you will enjoy today's stream. I hope to have a good one. It's been about 3 weeks since we had one, so yeah, it will be interesting. Okay, so as usual, if this I can't English. If this isn't your first time, you know the drill. I'm gonna wait a few minutes so people can jump in and notice that we have started. Usually YouTube sends out notification or not, you can never know. So yeah, I'm just gonna catch up with the comments and then in a few minutes I'm gonna start driving. So let's see the comments. The Reaper of Crows, hi, hello. Oh my god, it's so weird that my camera is there, so yeah. I probably will talk a lot, like just looking forward because I'm looking at the chat, but the camera is there, so I'm sorry if I'm not maintaining eye contact. It's kinda awkward, I still need to figure out this setup. Jordan Man, did you see Apple Black voiceover video? The voice acting was really good. Yep, I've seen it. Actually, I've seen it way before you guys did. Because, you know, Byte showed us the video with the voice actors even before he posted it on YouTube. So yeah, it was pretty good. I absolutely love Sano's voice actor. Like, that's just so spot on. Like, yeah, it was really good. Some of the voices are like I kind of imagine Simon's voice in a different way, but you know, of course, there were a limited number of voice actors here, but still, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, just check it out because it's just super fun. Lil Juan, I guess. Juan. I never know how to pronounce the names, but I assume it's Juan. Says, hey. Well, hello. Don't give me those eyes. When I'm talking that way, that's not necessarily to you guys. It's my husband Peter is sitting on the couch and giving me looks and nasty comments. So I apologize. The part. Well, what you can see on the screen right now, it's actually White Manga's artwork. This is a banner for our new mobile app. If you don't know yet, Saturday AM has launched our mobile app. It's available on iOS, Android, Kindle Store, you name it. So literally on every platform except for Windows. I'm not even sure if anyone is still using Windows phones, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's available in all of these stores. And yeah, it's super cool. I can also recommend it. Check it out. You can access our issues. The newest issues are available for free, and of course you can subscribe and get access to all of our backlog issues. You can buy our books via the app, so it's super cool. And you know, it's just the start. So this will just get better and better. We had received some really great feedback from you guys already on what to improve, what to add to the app. So it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, definitely check it out. You can find it in all of these stores. It's called Saturday AM Global Comics, Global Manga. I can't remember, but you will recognize it because you just type in Saturday AM and you will see the foot logo. So yeah. Matthew Badia. I downloaded the new Saturday AM app. Awesome. I really hope you like it. Jordan Man, when was the first time you started drawing? Well, I've always been an artsy kid, so I love to draw even when I was a kid. I started drawing comics when I was about 14, so that was a long time ago. And yeah, I started to do manga seriously when I was about 18. Yeah, and I got first published when I was 19. So yeah, it's well over a decade now because I'm officially 30 now. So yeah, it's more than 10 years. The River of Crows. Glad I got here early. Yeah, well, you have a surprisingly big amount of people here for the start of the stream, so that's awesome. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it is pretty good. Awesome. Like I said, I really love the app, so I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it too. Spade, hello, Mrs. Andrea. Well, hello, nice to see you here. Zombie9, hey Sunny, hey guys, hope everyone is doing fine. Well, hello Zombie9. And yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Little one, hey Bakasi, Apple Black Hammer is third, I guess. Third? I'm not sure. Yeah, so in this banner I have in front of me, we have Bakasi and Apple Black. These are both white manga series, and we also have Clock Striker and Underground. Underground is one of our coolest series in Saturday PM, and of course Clock Striker is one of our flagship series in Saturday AM, so yeah. Grandma, hello. Little Mangard, hello, how are you? I'm doing fine, a little bit tired. My coffee didn't kick in just yet, so I'm kind of having trouble speaking, but you know, it's just the usual. Me just not being able to English properly during this stream is just the usual. Don't give me those looks. Kagami360, glad there's a Saturday app now. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like, people have been asking for an app from us since like day one. But you know, we wanted to have an app that is matching the professional qualities of our magazine and our company. So, you know, we've seen other people bringing out apps that were just full of bullcrap, and you know, they were boxy, and this was just ridiculous. So we wanted to make sure that whenever we're launching the app, we're doing it right. So you will never see rushed and boxy things from us. So, I'm really happy about the app. Sawshock, hello, well, hello. Little Juan, did you go to drawing school? Any style like anime, manga, or like Disney, DreamWorks, ARC? No, I did not go to art school. I'm completely self-taught. I tried to get into an art high school, but they said they're not starting a Pokemon course, so I failed miserably and I never got in. So yeah, everything that comes with my art is just self-taught. Jordan Man, I have been writing stories since I was 12 and drawing graphic novels since I was 20. I really want to do this for a living. Good luck, go for it. Doing it for a living is very hard because there's not much money in comics, unless you can get like super popular. But usually even then, it's not, the money isn't in the comic, it's in the licensing deals. So keep that in memory. Mind. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but Peter is just sitting there and he's just whispering and he's correcting my English all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I can't English, man. So yeah, if in case you don't know, English is not my native language. So yeah, I guess we have several people now, so I'm gonna officially start the stream. So hello, welcome everyone. My name is Andrea Dioni. I'm the creator of Saigami from Saturday AM. Saturday AM is the world's most diverse manga anthology. We have an app now. We have also several other magazines. We have Saturday AM. We have Saturday PM, which is our more seinen type magazine. We have Fan Art Friday, which is our free magazine focusing on highlighting artists and showing cool fan arts, and it's just a celebration of fan art and art in general. And we also have a brand new magazine coming called Saturday Brunch, and this will kind of be the topic of today's stream, as I'm going to be working on an artwork that ties into Saturday Brunch. because I actually will have a brand new series starting in this magazine. Of course, I still will have Saigami running in Saturday AM, but I will have this new series coming to Saturday Brunch, which is our new more like Josei style magazine. It focuses on female-led series, female empowerment, and also LGBTQ representation. So this banner artwork is actually from my series Killshot. Auto-saving. Thank you, Clip Studio Paint. I knew I could count on you. So yeah, this is my new series Killshot. And yeah, I'm gonna catch up a little bit with the comments. In the meantime, you can look at this artwork. We already posted this on Instagram, and we also do have a new Instagram page for Saturday Brunch, so if you're interested, please check it out, give it a follow, because we will post all of the new series coming to Brunch there, and trust me, we have some exciting series coming to us. So yeah, I'm just gonna catch up with the comments, and I'm gonna start driving, I promise. Okay. Spade, if you had to choose, who would be your favorite character to write? From my series, I guess probably Ayumi is my favorite to write, because to me she's the most relatable. At the same time, Sean is more fun to write than Ayumi, so yeah, it's usually between those two. Also, there's Chibigon too. Chibigon is just hands down the best, right? Because there's just so much sass and personality in that baby dragon that, yeah, it's just super fun. So yeah, apart from them, in the new series, I really like to write the main character, because if I miss someone who's close to me, this new character is just so much higher on that list, so it's very relatable. Not just because she's Hungarian, like me, but on so many more levels. So yeah. Let's see. The Reaper of Crows, get another cup of coffee, double the energy. Oh well, I have my coffee here with me, so you probably will see me sip from that as I go. But yeah, I also have several other cups waiting for me. GG1954, am I late? Also, hello. No, we just started. I literally haven't even started driving yet, so you're just in time. Grimheim, hello. Well, hello. It's nice to see you here. Lil Huan, how long have you been driving, and even in Saturday AM or PM? Well, I'm in Saturday AM. I've been in Saturday AM since issue 4. I'm one of the co-owner of the company, the magazine. And yeah, I've been with Saturday AM since issue 4. Well, I joined the magazine when we released issue 3. That also had an interview with me, or at least a teaser content for Saigami, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, right after I've seen the first issue, I immediately reached out to Saturday AM and I joined them right after the launch. And yeah, like I said, I've been driving since high school, basically. I started my first comic in high school, so yeah, that's over 16 years, basically. Grimheim, Saturday... I can't take this. Saturday Brunch will be great. Oh yeah, it will be super great, and there's just so much exciting things I can't talk about just yet, but yeah, it's really amazing, and I hope you guys are excited for it as well. Epic Cake, yo, Haikyuu the sequel with girls. Yeah, I knew that was coming. So yeah, of course, you know, I love Haikyuu. You guys know that I love Haikyuu. It's hands down my favorite manga. So I'm not even gonna deny that there's Haikyuu inspiration in this story. But at the same time, it's very different. Because, like I said, Saturday Brunch is a bit more on the mature side, so this isn't gonna be shonen. So it's not, you know, the friendship, effort, victory kind of story. It's a more mature story. The characters are older. We're actually in college, not in high school. So older characters. That also means the drama is on a higher level. So there will be some deep and dramatic stuff in this series, and also it is highly focused on the LGBTQ representation and the various topics regarding that. So yeah, it's I know people are expecting like a female version of Haikyuu. Partially, yes, the volleyball aspect is kind of like that, but at the same time, the deeper stuff of the story won't be anything like Haikyuu. If I were to pitch it the usual Saturday AM pitch way, this series is like Haikyuu meets Nana, which is a josei series, and it's one of my favorites. So yeah, if you know the series, then you might have a general idea. Grandma, how will you manage to do both series in the same time? Well, it won't be easy, I know that. The new schedules of the magazines are actually helping me. Saturday I'm just switched to a new release schedule with seasonal release of series. So right now we are in our winter season. So in this season, which is 3 issues, we will have the same series running. So right now we have Tender Loving Punch, Hammer, Boys Land, and Orisha, our brand new series from Zave. It's amazing, and check it out. The others are amazing too. It's just, Zave just debuted his very first installment of his new series, so it's pretty cool. So in the winter season, you will have this series running in the magazine, and then we will switch over to the spring season from issue 118, where you will have the other series returning. So it's kind of like how you have seasons in anime or with series, that the series will run in a row for a certain season, then go on a break, and then return for another season. So Saigami will return in the spring season, so issue 118 that will come out in April. So until April I have time to work on content for Saigami, and then it will run in 3 issues in a row, and then it will go on a break again, so that will allow me to spend another few months to work on content for the next season appearance. In the meantime, Brunch, the first issue, will come out in June, so I have several months to prepare for it, and it will be a quarterly magazine, so it will appear in every season as well. So yeah, being able to juggle around the season actually allows me to spend a few months to prepare each series and each chapter and content for these magazines. So it's not gonna be easy, it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's absolutely doable. And given that I have a head start, like, you have no idea, but I've been working on Killshot for months now. So yeah, there's a lot of content already ready for this, so it will be doable. Okay, so before I go back to the comments, let's switch over to the artwork, because you're kind of here for the drawing aspect of things. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on this artwork. Yeah. It's actually a promo image for Killshot. It's something I did a few months ago, but I never finished it because we decided to go with a different artwork. So it's just been lying around for the past few months, and I never got around to finishing it. So I figured I can refine the sketch, ink it, and probably won't have time to color it, but eventually you can see this as a colored artwork or a promotional piece. So I'm gonna be working on this because I figured I never worked on a Killshot artwork in this stream, so it's about time, it's a first. So yeah. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the comments before I start drawing. Because I want to answer a question while I'm drawing, so it's not that easy. And I need to find my inking tool. Okay. Kagami 360 Haikyuu Goat. Yeah, Haikyuu is awesome. Reaper of Crows, Real Talk. Ayumi is a good character to watch grow through the story. I love seeing how she evolves. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy writing Ayumi, and you know, I'm myself, I'm enjoying seeing her grow through the series. So yeah, it's always awesome to hear that you guys are enjoying this aspect of the story as well. Yeah, it's I'm absolutely losing my train of thoughts here. So yeah, thoughts. I'm corrected once again. There's a lot more character development in store for Ayumi, so I'm actually pretty excited to see how you guys will like what I have in store for her. So yeah, it will be pretty exciting, and I actually really can't wait for the next chapter of Saigami, because I've been teasing this for a while, but I think it will be one of my best chapters so far. It's something I've been planning for a long while now, and finally it will come, so stay tuned. I hope there's no lag, because my laptop is sending me messages that, hey, your CPU probably will just explode or something, so yeah, I hope there's not much lag. My laptop isn't exactly the strongest, so Spade. In general, who is your favorite anime villain? That is a really good question. I like villains who are reasonable and you can relate to. So you know, I never liked villains who are just like, oh, I'm just the evil guy doing evil things for the sake of being evil. I always liked the villains who are like, yeah, you know what, actually I agree with this guy. I'm probably gonna go with Yagami Light, even though he was kind of he was the protagonist, but at the same time we can agree that he was the villain of the story at the same time. I was absolutely like Team Kira, so so yeah, I probably will go with him, because Death Note is still something that blows my mind, and I absolutely love this story, and I really liked Light as a villain and the protagonist at the same time. Apart from that, I think Fullmetal Alchemist had really great villains. What else? Yeah, looking at the shelves. Well, it's not necessarily anime. It can be called anime. It's your call. I really like the villains in Legend of Korra. I think all of the seasons had really interesting villains, and kinda the show was led by its villains, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the story. So probably those guys. Possibly there are a few more that I just can't pull from my memory right now, because you know, it's always the question that someone asks you that, hey, what's your favorite? And I'm like, I can't even remember anything right now. So yeah. Let's see. Reaper of Crows. If Kishet has some lesbian love, I'd be ecstatic. Well, once again, I can't really spoil anything about the story, and I can't reveal too much details just yet. But like I said, it's all about LGBTQ representation, so yeah. I'm so mysterious right now. Yeah, there will be queer characters. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy it. I really enjoy writing these characters and drawing them, so I'm really looking forward to dive more into the story. Kagami 360, so we're gonna make the stream chat take 2 hours to catch up with like the last time. Nope. I'm trying my best to keep up with the comments. Of course, you know, if it's kind of on you guys, because if you just keep bombing me with questions and comments, that makes my catching up a bit harder. At the same time, I'm trying to manage doing art and answering your comments at the same time, so it's never easy to juggle around, but I hope that I will never have to do that once again. Oh my god, that was just crazy. It was fun, of course, but still, it was a tiny bit overwhelming. Let's see. Little one, did you do any practice animation of your manga story? If your manga, if it gets selected to an anime series? No, I never had anything to do with animation. Honestly, I never was into animation that much. Like, sure, I enjoy watching animation, and I know when I see a quality animation, but I personally never had an interest in creating animation myself. It's just, yeah, I always was into comics and manga more, and even in an early phase I realized that animation is something that would take a tremendous amount of effort and learning, and I wanted to dedicate all of my effort into comics. So yeah, I just focus on that. And you know, if it gets licensed and it's picked to become an anime in the future, it's not my job to animate it, so I'm the creator of the comic series. Zemi9, she looks like Ayumi but with haircut and highs. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get used to drawing the new characters. I'm trying different things. Once again, this sketch is months old now, so in the meantime the character went through some changes here and there. I'm trying my best to make sure that she doesn't really look like Ayumi. But yeah, I guess she is the closest to Ayumi in terms of look. Like my other characters from the series, I think I did a pretty good job making them look properly different. Of course, I have a lot of diversity going on with the characters, so I'm confident that when you look at the full volleyball team, you won't be like, oh yeah, that's the same face Trindom or anything like that, because I put in a lot of effort into designing the characters, and yeah. Once again, I can't really show much just yet. I posted a bunch of things on Patreon, of course. Shut up, Bluetooth speaker. So yeah, we have a Bluetooth speaker. And that lady likes to talk. So yeah, I posted a bunch of my concept artworks and designs on Patreon. And eventually I will start posting the new characters on my social media as well. I just, you know, don't want to just throw everything out just yet, because I want to have a proper build-up. You know, the series is only coming in June, so there's still like 4 months. So I want to make sure that I keep posting, you know, Saigami, Killshot, Saigami, Killshot, Saigami, Killshot, other stuff, fan art, you know. So I try to have a variety in my posts. So it's not like I'm just gonna switch over to just doing Killshot posts and just revealing the characters. So yeah, but eventually you will see the new characters from me, and well, if you're interested also, I might be able to show you something here in the stream, like, you know, maybe reveal one more character or something. Different layer for that, if you're interested, of course. So yeah, but eventually you will see some more characters, and I really hope that when you see them you won't go like, oh, they look like Ayumi. So yeah. Next comment, because yeah, I think I'm kind of falling behind once again. From the mangaka, I love Haikyuu, so I'm so excited for this. Oh, thank you, and like I said, it will be different than Haikyuu. Even it's a Josei series, but at the same time, I hope that you will enjoy it. And you know, I'm a Haikyuu fangirl myself, so the inspiration is there. So yeah, please look forward to it. And once again, Killshot is coming in June in the first issue of Saturday Brunch. And I actually hope to launch the whole first chapter in the first issue of the magazine. Of course, for that I need to draw a lot, because the first chapter is actually 54 pages. So that's hands down the longest chapter I ever did for anything. So I'm really excited for that. It's kind of funny because my sketch kind of looks different here, like her hair changed a bit in the meantime. So now I'm just trying to pull things from my memory. This is a character I can't exactly draw 100% accurately from my memory just yet, so yeah. It's a bit tricky. Grimheim, have you watched Vinland Saga yet? Escalade is one of my absolute favorite characters ever. Nope, I haven't seen it just yet. I really hope to watch it someday. To be honest, I haven't really watched any anime recently. Like, yeah, I'm trying to catch up with things. For example, I haven't even seen any episode of the new Haikyuu season yet. That's just kind of insane. But yeah, I definitely want to see Vinland Saga. And yeah, I heard that Escalade is like one of the best villains ever written. So I'm really interested in that too. So one day, hopefully.
Battery 100%.
Really? I guess this is one of the streams where you will hear that a lot. Spade. Me personally, my favorite villain is Anne from Dorohedoro. That's another series I haven't seen. I've seen like a trailer or maybe like a list of upcoming anime this season or something along those lines. So that's pretty much all I know, which is borderline nothing. Dorohedoro is the one with the crocodile head dude, right? I think that's pretty much all I know. So yeah, I'm not really caught up with anime. Magic Art, what's up, Sunny? Long time no see. Well, nice to see you here again. You're having fun with me trying to draw and feeling at English miserable. So don't give me that look. Miserable, yeah, I knew. Miserably. I know what I'm trying to pronounce. It's just I'm failing at it. I'm sorry. Savage Beer Art, Sunny is making me jelly. I'm waiting for my XP Pen Pro to come in as we speak. Monday is too long of time. I really can't English today. Yeah, well, you know, I'm sure you will have fun with it, so yeah, XP Pen is a really good tablet. I really enjoy working with it, so I'm sure you will enjoy it too. It's a totally worth investment, and hashtag this is not sponsored. I just really love this drawing tablet. And I can absolutely recommend it. Magic Art, I miss so many live streams. Well, you know, one of the good things with live streams is that you can watch them later. Of course, you know, it's not the same because you can't interact, but if you ever feel like watching a 3-hour-long video with me rambling and drawing at the same time, you can always find them in my YouTube channel. So, I mean, we're at my YouTube channel, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's see, where am I? Where was I in the comments? Ah, crap. Where am I? Grandma, how often do you talk with your editor? How is it to have one? Well, my case is a tiny bit special because my editor is sitting on the couch because my husband is my editor. So we're talking on a daily basis. So it's kind of different for me. For most of our creators, it's usually a meeting once a week with their editors. So yeah, I consider myself lucky because whenever I'm just stuck with the story or, you know, I just can't make a decision, I can just have my editor at hand all of the times. But yeah, having an editor is really, really good because, you know, drawing comics is pretty much of a solitary thing. Like, you will be alone most of the times when you're drawing, and it's easy to get lost in your thoughts. So just the fact that you have someone you can turn to whenever you're having doubts, or you can't make up your mind or hesitating about something, you have an extra set of eyes and an open mind to help you. And of course, our editors are also helping with grammar, spell checking, proofreading, which is very, very important because we have international creators who might not be native English speaker like myself. So, you know, for me, it's very important that all of my lines are checked to make sure that I didn't mess up my English like I usually do. Although my written English is at least better than my spoken English. So there's that. But yeah, it's really, really great to have an editor to help you. The Reaper of Crows, I can see Saigami as a motion comic thing. It could be a fun co-video series. Yeah, that will be fun. I mean, yeah. We'll see what the future holds. There's a lot of option and potential in all of our series, so we'll see. Magic art. Ayumi eyes look good. I always struggle with making my characters' eyes look balanced. Well, this is not Ayumi I'm drawing, but anyway. Well, the eyes are similar. I tend to draw eyes in a similar way, or at least with these two characters, I sort of draw their eyes similarly. Well, I'm the same as every other artist, you know, it's just very hard to get the balance between the eyes, right? So what I do is I always flip the canvas and make sure that the eyes are drawn well enough, the proportions are okay, and yeah, usually I have to make a lot of corrections, so it's very, 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 very rare that I get the eyes right just from the get-go. So yeah, it's a learning curve. It's a matter of practice, and you know, that's one of the reasons I really like digital, because I can just always go in and make corrections. Like, many times I'm already at the coloring phase and I'm like, yeah, you know what, the eyes are just a little bit off, so I'm going back to my line art, making the corrections, and then continue. with the coloring later once I fix the line art. The Reaper of Crows. Draw each part of the eyes simultaneously. I learned that from Rubber Ross. Okay. I mean, you know, different artists will have different methods. I know some artists just, whenever it's in front of you, they just flip the eyes, like create a copy of the eyes and just flip it over. Some people like to draw like a basic circle shape first and fill in the eyes with that. So there are a lot of options you can do when it comes to drawing eyes. So you can experiment until you find a solution that fits you and your style. Adam Dex, I just joined. What you drawing? Wait, Haikyuu. I love Haikyuu. Well, I'm not drawing Haikyuu. It's I'm drawing a character, the main character from my new series, Skillshot, which is a female volleyball series. It's a Josei type story. So yeah, there are similarities with Haikyuu, but only in the volleyball aspect. Reaper of Rose is Skillshots and is working on another manga series about volleyball. Yep, thank you. Saido Kuraku TM, you know, in a way your art style has somewhat of an older style, in my opinion, like somewhere around mid 1990, early 2000, and I like that a lot. Well, I guess, because that's literally my childhood. So, of course, my very first inspirations came from that era. I'm old. And of course, I think for every artist, your style will have the mark of the series that you grew up with. And what were your first inspiration? So yeah, I guess I have that a lot going on. Where was I? I scrolled and now I lost my place in the comments. Crap. Ah, there we are. Manga, when can we be expecting Saigami Remastered in stores? We're working on it. I can't give you too much details about that just yet. We are working on a lot of things, and we will make announcements accordingly. So stay tuned. The remastered versions are coming. And once again, it's kind of like our app. Like, people have been demanding for the app for years, but of course we don't want to mess up. When we're doing something, we're doing it the right way. The same goes for the remastered versions of the tanks, the perfect editions. So yeah, we are doing it the right way. Plus, you know, there are other things, like, you know, we're supposed to print the books in China, and right now there's a lot of things going on with China. You know, before that, there was the change in laws with China. Now they have the virus going on, so there's always something going on that makes things on a business standpoint a bit harder. But trust me, the books are coming and they'll be great, so just stay tuned. Adam Dax, I just watched Haikyuu season 4 episode 5. It's so cool. Oh, I bet it is. Like I said, I haven't watched any of the new episodes just yet, but hopefully soon I will be able to catch up with Haikyuu. But yeah, of course, I read the manga a few times, so I know which part of the story they are adapting right now, and yeah, those were really good episodes. Recalling Bryson, probably sharing your name, sorry. We need to get the art in the store. We're gonna need to get the cash in bundles. Well, we are working on retail and a lot of other things I cannot talk about just yet, but stay tuned because we have some very cool things happening in the near future. So yeah, it will be exciting. Reaper of Crows. Dorohedoro is an apocalyptic seinen manga about dark magic. Kaiman, the main character, is cursed with the lizard head. Oh, okay. Yeah, all I could remember from that series was the lizard head, so... But I always thought it was like a crocodile or something, but... Zape's illustration. Yay, so glad you're back on YouTube. Yay! Well, yeah. It's, I cannot really keep up with the videos, like, doing edited videos. Although I have many ideas, and hopefully I will be able to create some more videos like that. But I'm trying to at least be consistent with the streams, at least, one stream once a month, at least. If I can, I can squeeze into, then I will do it. But yeah, right now we have a lot of things going on, and of course the company comes first, so yeah, but hoping to be a bit more active on social media and all. Also, guys, Zafe is one of our newest creators in Saturday AM. He just launched his first installment of Orisha, which is super cool. African-based manga, and I absolutely love the first installment. So get our app, and you can read the first installment of Orisha for free, along with other series running in our season. So yeah, it's, getting the app is free, and you will always be able to read the latest issues of Saturday AM for free in the app. So you literally have nothing to lose. And now the time has come, and I'm gonna get some coffee. Alrighty. So, The Reaper of Crows, I adore the manga. Dorohedoro, I guess? Or Haikyuu? I'm not sure which one. But I guess Dorohedoro, because yeah, you were talking about Dorohedoro, so yeah. Magic art. Birds are hard. Ain't that the truth? Speaking is hard in general. Like, I tend to ramble, even in Hungarian, but just, rambling in English is even harder. The Reaper of Crows, the manga was made in 1999. The anime was long awaited. Oh, okay. Oh, that's that's quite a wait. But I guess that kind of gives hope that maybe one day we will get like a Psyrain anime. Maybe in like 10 years. Because, oh my god, I'm still waiting for that to happen. Whoops, what am I doing here? Where was I? Oh my god. Hetero once again. Yeah, there was I. And then next, check out the manga. I'm making one. Remember what a plot twist of events. The Reaper of Crows. I can't recommend Dorohedoro enough. Please read it. Adam Lex. I can draw pretty good. Well, that's what people say. Me too. I can draw eyes that well. Well, it's a matter of practice. Saido Kurakutiyan question: have you ever done any other manga one shot besides Saigami? Like in the past, yep. Fun fact: I actually never did a one shot for Saigami, but I did several other short stories. So my very first published story was 24 pages story called Prince, the Boy Who Never Lived. It was published in Hungary, and it was a complete failure. It's, it was my first work. It was a start. It's whatever you do first, it's gonna be bad no matter what, like, especially when you look back at it. So yeah, but it was a start. It got me started. It got me some connections. And yeah, it was also my first lesson to realize that, crap, this is harder than I thought. And after that, I think it was about a year after, I had another published short story called Cosplay Boy, which I absolutely loved. It's still one of my favorite works I ever did. It was a gag series, actually, based on true events and the whole Hungarian cosplay experience, and it was based on my cosplay team. So in the writing process, I actually had help from my teammates, from my cosplay team, and we were having a lot of fun with that. So that work is really dear to me. That was published in a magazine in Hungary, and even after, I actually did some sequels to that in the Yonkoma format. So it was like the 4-panel format that were also published in that same magazine. And apart from that, I have a one-shot that I actually never finished. I started to draw it, got about 15 to 20 pages in. I can't remember exactly how much. I actually did draw that with the idea that I'm gonna send it into Shonen Jump, because I was just super hardcore Shonen Jump fan back then. Its title was Fake Wish, and actually I still really love that story. It's something that I might finish one day. Of course, I would need to redraw the pages, because we're talking about a story that's getting old now. Like, I think I drew it in like 2012, 2013. So there's that. There's Dreamwalker, that you can actually read on the Saturday M homepage. That was once again a story I did for the Shonen Jump competition. I actually did submit that. Never got any results, of course. But yeah, I think that was one of my best short stories. Not perfect, of course. There were a lot of issues, but still, it was super fun. And yeah, apart from that, I did commissioned short stories, which were I was only the illustrator for those. So yeah, several short stories actually. And of course, there were a bunch of stories that I just started to storyboard. I had like 3 or 4 more stories that I started to storyboard, but never actually got to drawing the pages. So yeah, a few. And of course, right now I have the 2 series, and it's kind of funny because I never actually did a short story for Killshot either, just like Habit Segami. At first, I really wanted to do a short story just to test it out, but then I was like, well, I guess I might just go for the series right off the bat. So that's what we do right now. Zave's illustration. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for Killshot. Thank you, thank you. Well, I hope you will enjoy it. I'm doing my best with it, so hopefully y'all will enjoy it. I really can't talk today. Theodore Ivan, hey, could you please describe in just a few words what the life of an actual published mangaka is like in your opinion? Is it the way you imagined it would be before getting published? Well, first of all, let's header the illusion. Many people think that once you get published, you will live like the Buckman life, that, you know, yeah, you will be just sitting, drawing pages and the money will just come to you. That's bullshit. That's not how it is. Drawing comics is very hard. It's a lot of effort, and you know, for me, many times the work isn't even in just drawing the comics, because I'm a co-owner in the company, so I have a lot of other responsibilities next to drawing. So literally, the fact that I need to draw pages and illustrations is probably the easiest part of the whole job. There's many other things that are just hard, and yeah, it's a lot of hard work. Of course, you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really enjoy doing this, and seeing Saturday AM grow and being able to achieve the goals we've been working on so hard for the past years is just incredible, and it's so motivating. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work, and many times the work isn't fun. Many times, you know, I'm just sitting here that I don't really feel like drawing. I just want to do something else. I just want to have fun, and you know, it's stressful, especially when you have to meet the deadlines, or, you know, and there have been so many times when I had to cancel events or meetings with friends, family, because I have to draw, I have this meeting to attend, I have this, I have that. So it comes with a lot of sacrifice, and yeah, it doesn't really come with all the bells and whistles people are expecting. That, oh yeah, now I'm a published creator and it's amazing, I'm living the celebrity life. Nope. It's most of the times it's just, you know, me sitting here with a big mug of coffee, looking like a hobo, trying to make my deadlines. So yeah, it's a lot of hard work. But still, I love it, and I think you kind of have to be in that mindset in order to be able to do this, because if you're just doing it for the money or for the fame, and it's probably not for you, because you need to be addicted to this in order to get through those hard times. Adam Dex, I'm making a manga, I need tips. I'll ask away. Alexa JP, you rock, love your work. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see. Finna mangaka, see madam, I got an apocalypse story and a sports manga. Oh, that's cool. Adam Dex, I'm trying to make a volleyball manga. I just might. Finna mangaka, same. Well, welcome to the club, guys. Let's make a volleyball manga. Aaron Johnson, hi, how's your day? Pretty good. I can feel my coffee kicking in slowly, so that's nice. And yeah, I always enjoy the streams, so it's sort of like, kind of reminds me of actually attending conventions, because it's, you know, whenever I go to con, it's just so tiring and so much things to focus on and so much talking and all, but at the same time it recharges my batteries being able to interact with you guys. So doing the streams is giving me that same feeling, so yeah, it's fun. Okay, where was I? Finna mangaka, because of Haikyuu I got into volleyball in real life. Oh, that's pretty cool, and I think that's true for many people. Like, yeah, it really can get you into volleyball because it's just so cool. Savage Beards, be sure to use the @ in case anyone is having a conversation with one another. Oh yeah, please do that, because that makes my work easier here with catching up with the comments, so yeah. Alexa JP, do you take inspiration from Eastern European or Hungarian mythology for your work? Well, in the case of Killshot, not really, because it's a realistic sports drama, but you know, the main character, she's Hungarian, this lady here, and actually her name is Emese, which is tying into the Hungarian mythology. If you know Hungarian mythology, you know the connection. If not, I'm not gonna go into details just yet. I mean, not right now. Like you can look it up. With Saigami, I'm trying to add in a bit more mythology from Europe as well. So it's kind of a mixture. You already could see a lot of European aspects in Saigami, especially with the locations and environment design. So yeah, there are bits and pieces here and there. I'm gonna leave the shoes for last because I need to pull up a reference image for that. Aaron Johnson, how to make a webcomic? Well, you sit down and you start drawing, and you choose a platform to upload to. You literally have a lot of options. Different webcomics have different format. You can do the traditional comic format, manga style, scroll format, 4-panel, comic strip, you name it. So there are a lot of options. If you're completely new, I recommend to start by learning about it first. There are a lot of tutorials here on YouTube. And when it comes to comic drawing, my number one recommendation is Scott McCloud's Making Comics book. That was hands down my Bible when I started drawing comics, so I can absolutely recommend it. It's just pure gold. BTS guy, where are you living in Hungary? Well, right now I'm living in Canada, so not in Hungary anymore, but my hometown in Hungary is Pécs. Didn't live there for the past few years now, but that's my turf. Cosplay Boy, yeah, I covered the stream. What's the plot? Oh god, what OS is this? I forgot. Well, I have a mixed playlist going on right now. Part of it is Saigami OST from Matthias Terra, aka Madness. I also have some of his other songs in here. And a bunch of other songs are just from the YouTube royalty free. It's a hard word. Library. So I'm not sure which one you're referring to because I'm probably behind the comments once again. But I absolutely recommend checking out Matthias because he has some really incredible songs. This illustration, how do you plan on tackling 2 series at the same time? I'm just making one manga and it's hard enough. Yeah. I actually touched this before in the stream, so I'm trying to keep it short. It's gonna be a lot of work, it won't be easy. But with the seasonal schedule of Saturday AM and Brunch, I actually can spend months working up content in advance for both series. And of course, you know, I started working on Killshot months ago, so I have a good head start. So by the time the first issue of the magazine is starting, I will have plenty of content, so I will have enough buffer to allow me to focus on Saigami in between the Brunch issues and vice versa. So yeah. That's a lot of deleted message, I don't even want to know. Oh boy. Okay, scrolling. I'm so far behind here, and I see a lot of deleted messages, so... Yeah, I have 2 mods in this chat, and they are deleting the messages that are not proper for the stream and disturbing and all that stuff. So if you read anything that is offending or anything, I'm sorry on behalf of these people. And I thank my admins to keep track of the comments, because I wouldn't be able to. Reaper Crows, I was actually going to watch a Hungarian Mythology video after the stream. Oh, that's cool! I can absolutely recommend it. They have some interesting things. So definitely. I can only recommend it. Let's see. Kituchanya, I wanted to ask for some advice about manga. Well, ask away. You know, whenever you're asking for advice, just make sure you're asking about a specific thing. Because too often I receive messages like, hey, can you give me tips about manga, how to draw manga? And I'm like, yeah, I literally can talk about this for hours and hours and hours, but I don't have the time for that. So whenever you're asking for advice, ask about specific, you know, like ask about paneling, ask about how to do screen tones, or you name it. You know what you need the advice. And it's just, it's very hard to give advice in just general, because doing comics and drawing in general is just such a big topic. So yeah. Zemina, my big brother wants to make a summer volleyball club because of Haikyuu. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the idea, and you know, it's... I think that's one of the coolest thing about sports manga, that it really gets people into the sports, so that's pretty cool. Okay, now the time has come and I need to work on the shoes. So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna pull this image over here. And... yeah, I need reference for her shoes. I can't draw them from memory. Alrighty. Glance. Where was I? Oh, that's a fun username, Rokimpogoroshi. I probably butchered that. Do you keep count of the number of manga pages you published so far? Nope. I literally have no idea. I could do the math and do like an approximate. Like, we know that the first 2 volumes of Saigami are approximately 400 pages together, because both tanks are 200 pages. Of course, you know, that has some extra content, so it's more of an approximate. Yeah, and there were the other published works. There was the 24 pages, there was the 19 pages story. So yeah, there are the other chapters I did on Saturday. So I would say that when it comes to published pages, I'm over 500. Somewhere, I don't know, might be touching 600. Definitely over 500. When it comes to actual manga pages drawn, I think I'm in the realm of 1,000. Definitely at least 900. I'm not sure if I'm over 1,000 right now, but probably pretty close to that with all the pages I ever drew. So yeah, lots of pages. No reference to pretty girl, your character. Well, thank you. um, Spermia zibana. I can't pronounce the name. Sorry. Oh, you're from Hungary then. Greetings from Poland. Oh, hi. If you don't know, guys, there's this friendship thing going on with Poland and Hungary, so it's kind of nice. There's historical reasons. It's just, yeah, it's kind of funny because I used to meet people from Poland and they were always like, oh, we love Hungarians, and Hungarians like, oh, we love Polish people. So it's just bromance at its finest between Hungary and Poland. Hello to the new arrivals. Magic art, guys, girls, I'm finally almost ready to draw my comics. You just have to choose the element of powers for my heroes. Any tips, anyone? Well, that sounds good. Good luck with it. And yeah, you know, when it comes to elemental powers, it's, you know, you can stick to the traditional things, you can go crazy. It's your call. Oh boy, I can't even see the colors properly. As much as I remember the shoe, I think it's supposed to go like this. Sorta. I'm gonna add the shoelaces later. Shoes are hard to draw. Where was I? Cosplay Boy, when you submitted to Jump, how do they deal with the language and reading from left to right stuff? Well, when I submitted to Jump, it was an international contest, so they did accept submissions in English, Japanese, Chinese, and maybe in Korean, I can't remember exactly, but they accepted several languages in that competition. Of course, the reading direction had to be in the Japanese way, so from right to left. So I actually did draw the one shot in the Japanese reading direction. So yeah, and apart from that, if you're trying to submit anything to Jump, unless they have a competition going on where they specifically accept anything in English, you have to translate your work and make sure you follow their rules. Alexa JP, I used to watch a lot of Magyar Népmesék cartoon as a child, and the Hungarian folk tales are really awesome. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I actually just found out that they are available in English not that long ago. And yeah, that's awesome because that's literally my childhood there. I absolutely loved it. Whenever we had that cartoon series on, and you know, the art style is very quirky. It's kind of weird as well. Plus, some of the folk tales we have are kind of weird. But yeah, I absolutely loved it as a kid too. So that's pretty cool that you used to watch those as well. Okay, once again, I'm gonna do the shoelaces because I have a different trick for that. Some motion effects here, why not? Okay, I'm gonna save because I can't remember the last time I saved. And catching up with the comments. Anahi Avalos, hey senpai, In the future, are you going to make digital tutorials about Clip Studio Paint or Manga Studio? Possibly, yeah. We actually have been working together with Clip Studio. I'm not sure if you have seen, but White Manga did a video talking about how to use Clip Studio, various effects, and Jodin was involved in that video. Technically, I was supposed to be in that video, but it was just at the worst time because it was literally when I was traveling back to Canada, so it wasn't possible for me to make the deadline for it, so in the end I wasn't in that tutorial. But I still have the footage for it, so it's very likely that I will make more Clip Studio videos, and it's possible that we will work together with them in the future too. So stay tuned. Cosplay Boy, I love the art for the comic, and Pride is amazing. Oh, thank you. Kitty Chanya, when you want to publish a manga comic, does it have to be in the manga style? Not necessarily. It depends on where you want to publish. If you're going the self-published way or you're just uploading to any online platform, then it's literally your call. With Saturday AM and all four magazines, we preferred manga style, but at the same time, we have series that aren't really in manga style. We have more cartoony series, we have our side that are closer to like the American style. So we have a lot of mixtures here. So yeah, for us, it's not necessary. As long as the story is good, as long as your artwork is good, literally anything can fly. Rokim Pogoroshi, I'm butchering this name so much, sorry. Wow, great, thanks for answering me. You're welcome. The Reaper of Crows, I'm currently working on some Saigami fan art. Can I tag you in it? Of course, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. And whenever you guys are doing fan art for Saigami or any of the Saturday AM series, be sure to tag us and use the hashtag, because that's literally the only way we can find them. So it happens all the time that I'm not paying attention and I'm just missing out on fan arts because I'm not tagged in it or there's no hashtag in it. Like, I just found the fan art on Twitter not so long ago and I was like, shoot, this has been here for about 2 months now and I completely missed it. So yeah, please tag me and use the hashtag Saigami or @me in the comments. And yeah, it's that's how I can find it. And I always repost the fan art for Saigami you guys are doing. So yeah, that's how you also can get a story shoutout from me. Okay, now to the ball. Adam Dex. Saigami project, you inspire me a lot. Your art is so good. Thank you very much. Well, it's always nice to hear when I can inspire young, aspiring artists. And a little bit of fat here. Kaze Boy, I would love to see your footage of it, Saigami. Of the Clip Studio. Well, I still have the files, so I need to finish it because I was working on a page for it and I never finished that page. So I need to finish it. But once I have the time for it, I probably will. And then it can be one of my future videos. So yeah, like I said, I have a lot of plans. I actually have a lot of footages just lying around. It's just usually editing videos is what's harder than just sitting down and drawing and recording what I draw. But yeah, it will happen. Let's see. Spermia Zibana. Sorry, I can't pronounce these names. What's your main job? Right now, I'm a full-time freelancer artist, I guess. Previously, I've been working in a hotel as a receptionist. That was my full-time in Hungary. Because once again, you can't really make a living on comics, so it's always good to have something. Kitty Chanya, what publishing company do you work for? I'm currently working on my own comic book, and my style isn't really a traditional manga style, but I'm looking for places. Well, working for Saturday AM. Saturday AM is a magazine. It's the world's most diverse shonen manga anthology. We focus on shonen manga. We also do have other magazines. Saturday PM, which is a more adult, more mature magazine, kind of focusing on seinen type of stories if you want to go with the manga jargon. We also have Fun Out Friday magazine, and we also have a brand new magazine coming called Saturday Brunch, which is focusing on female-led series and LGBTQ representation. So we have these magazines. I have series in Brunch and in Saturday AM. You can find the links to our magazines and to the company in the description below, so you can check us out. And also we do have an app. Probably the app is the fastest and easiest way to check out our magazines. You just need to type in Saturday AM in your selected app store, be it iOS, Kindle, or Android. Just type in Saturday AM, get the app, it's free, and you can read our latest magazines for free. The Saturday AM and the Fun Out Friday magazines are for free. Saturday PM, given it's a mature magazine, it's behind the paywall, so in order to read that, you need to subscribe. The same goes for Brunch once it's launched. But yeah, the app will give you a pretty good idea about what we're about and what sort of content we publish. Arizona, why don't you enter the competition of Shonen Champion? Because I'm not interested in Japanese magazines. I have Saturday AM. I'm not chasing the Japanese dream. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm an owner in this company, so why would I try to engage with another company? And we already have a pretty incredible thing going on here. And yeah, we don't need to just copy and mimic the Japanese things. We're building our own stuff here, so. And guess what? I'm caught up with the comments. That's a first. Here comes the part where I need to draw the ball, and that's always tricky. Usually what I do is I have templates created for the different balls I want to draw, so I usually just rely on the templates and work over them, but right now for the sake of the stream I'm gonna draw a ball and hopefully it will be a ball shape. Of course, I'm trying to add in a bit more motion blur and motion lines here, so at least that allows me to play around with the shape a little bit. Remoy Forbes, what's the name of your new comic manga for Saturday Brunch? So my new series is, put this back there, we go, called Killshot. And yeah, it's josei volleyball drama. If I were to pitch it the traditional Saturday AM way, I would say it's Haikyuu meets Nana. And yeah, I'm super excited about this story. So if you go to our homepage, you can actually read a small summary of the story already. And we also have open applications for Saturday Brunch. So if you're a creator and you feel like you have a story that would fit in Brunch, so it's a female-led series, it's a story about female empowerment, or it's a story about LGBTQ representation, has main characters who are LGBTQ+, then feel free to submit. We have a form and we're looking for new creators. We already have several creators lined up for the magazine. Some of them I'm just super excited about, and I know you will be too. But yeah, at the same time, we have open submissions right now. And yeah, this is the series I will be working on. It's been coming a long way because I actually been working on this series. Well, I had the idea and the first draft of the story and first draft of character designs from over 3 years ago now. And I actually started working on the actual series last year. I think it was like late summer, early autumn. So there's a lot going on with Killshot in the background, behind the scenes. You can see it, but it's there. Well, my Patreons could see a lot of this progress because on my Patreon I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, that's where I went and I share all the things I'm working on, what I can share, because there are some stuff I can share even there, but they get a bit more glimpse behind the scenes. So I think I posted it in October the first time I started to talk about Killshot on my Patreon. So yeah, it's been in progress for a long time now. Okay, let's see. Adam Dex, someone should sponsor you. Yes, please, someone sponsor me. I would love that. I mean, I have minor deals here and there. You know, I got these tablets from XP Pen and stuff like that, but I really would enjoy if we had more sponsors. Of course, you know, we have deals with Saturday and we have some really cool deals coming that I can't talk about just yet, but yeah. Arizona, I see that Saturday AM is, I don't know, publisher like Webtoon is more popular than Saturday AM. Well, you can't really compare Saturday AM to Webtoons because Webtoon is an aggregator site collecting comics. The creators there, you know, upload the pages and you're just a click on their homepage because those sites are selling advertisement and selling deals based on the number of clicks. Of course, given they have thousands of comic pages, thousands and thousands of content, they will have a lot of clicks. It's the same as every aggregator site. We're a completely different publisher. We're working with companies. I cannot talk about those deals yet. Licensing deals. We are working towards retail. Absolutely different. So we're not even in the same league as Webtoons, and we're not even looking at them as competition. So yeah, it's absolutely different. Let's see where I was. Cosplay Boy, Sagami, your extreme hard work will pay off one day. The blow up will happen for sure. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely believing that. Plus, you know, like I said, we're already seeing things happening, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be super excited about those too. So just stay tuned. Spermiers, Zibana, but Webtoon don't pay you. Yeah, Webtoon don't give a damn about the creators they have. They are literally just wanting you to upload as much content as you can so you can generate more traffic to their homepage and more clicks. That's literally their deal and how they work. They don't give you assistance with your content, they don't give you marketing, they don't give you any push, they don't give you editorial support, they give you nothing. They literally just have a platform for you where you're just one in the thousands. Like, it's just, yeah. That's why they're nothing like us. Theodore Ivan, thank you for answering my question about what your life as a published mangaka is like. Well, thank you. I actually do have over 6-hour long video, if you're interested more in detail, where I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna record one day of my life. Given it's only 6 hours, it wasn't a full day, but I think it gives you a general idea how a usual day goes for me. And yeah, in that video you can see that it's not always about the bells and whistles and not always about the fun work. So if you're interested more in detail, I would recommend to check out that video. I know it's long and all this stuff, but you know, it's probably a sort of a behind the scene things that you don't really see elsewhere. So Adam Blacks, I want to get published. Well, you gotta work for that, so good luck. Csanád Horváth, hello kollégina, be vagyok nézve. So, a North Hungarian acquaintance of mine commented in Hungarian, saying hi. Hello. Theodore Ivan, also, if I did some fan art for Saigami, what would be the best place to post it on for you to see it? I would say probably Instagram. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, I would recommend either Twitter or Instagram. Instagram is the easiest to repost and share. Twitter as well. I have a bigger following on Instagram. So either of these two platforms. I do have other platforms like Facebook and other stuff, but Tumblr, but I'm only using like automatic posts on those platforms. So whenever you want to show me something, talk to me, reach out to me, ask me a question, either Instagram or Twitter. Those are the two I'm using on a daily basis. I'm always checking those. So those are the best options to reach me. Cosplay Boy, one day I will join this great company. I really believe in the vision. Well, I wish you good luck. You know, we are always looking for interns if you're interested in trying out the Saturday experience. Of course, there are criteria, so I'm not sure how old are you, but say if you're old enough and you have some interest in graphic designs or anything else, we're looking for many positions. You can always join us as an intern, see what it's like to work with us, and you know, being an intern isn't necessarily a surefire way into Saturday AM, but if we see your work ethic, we think that you could be a great addition for the company, then that's the easier way in, regardless. So yeah, we're always looking for interns. Nathan asks, yeah, us patrons got a lot of sneak peeks over time. Y'all should join her Patreon. Hashtag shameless plug. Thank you. Guys, you can find a link to my Patreon in the video description. And yeah, I literally post everything on my Patreon. Like, yeah, if you're really interested in the behind-the-scenes contents, especially with the new series, you literally can see the whole process that I'm creating this story from building up it from the ground up. So, plus, you know, other fun contents, fan arts, and other stuff, early access to things. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so I'm actually done with the line art. What time is it? Wow, I think I'm breaking a new record here. I've never been this efficient before. Like, woo! I'm good. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna catch up with the comments. Do you want me to start coroning this, or do you want me to see? Is it something else? I don't know. just give me your feedback, and I will quickly catch up with the comments a bit because I can see that I'm behind. Remoy Forbes, wow, thanks for the info. Killshot sounds and looks like it's going to be awesome. Well, thank you. Well, I'm doing my best. Once again, this is a story I've been planned for the last 3 years, so I spent a lot of time working on it. And Saigami is a project I'm really fond of, but it's something I started at a very early age. So it's sort of my fangirlish project. I would change a lot of things if I could go back and things like that. And Killshot is way more mature. Since I grew as an artist, I grew as a storyteller, I grew as a person. So Killshot, in my opinion, will have those higher standards, higher aesthetics. So I'm really excited about. Plus, it's a story that's very, very important for me on a personal level. So I'm super excited about it. The Reaper of Crows. Hey Sunny, the manga project I'm working on has an all-female cast and it's about martial arts. It has something involving LGBT, but it has shonen elements as well. Should I submit to AM or Brunch? I would say that's Brunch. Once again, Brunch, it's although it's like a josei type of magazine, we're looking to get a wide variety of series. If you take a look at online platforms, online manga, webtoons, Tapastic, you name it, whenever you see LGBT comics, it's always just cheesy romance. We're not into that. We want to create a magazine that houses a wide variety of stories, be it sports, be it drama, horror, mystery, historical, mecha even, you name it. But it has a female focus with the main character or the cast, and or LGBT focus. So I would absolutely recommend that to Brunch. Just try to submit. Plus, Saturday AM already has a very, very solid lineup at the moment. So chances of getting into Saturday AM is very, very slim at the moment. We will still have Summer of Manga this year as well, so there's still a chance to get in as a new creator into Saturday AM. But right now, our focus is to build up a new lineup of creators in Brunch. So I would recommend Brunch for you. Remote forms. Try to join Saturday AM to my story idea I'm working on. Well, good luck. Once again, guys, we will have Summer of Manga happening this year as well. So that's literally the gateway into Saturday AM. Our newest creators, Ricky Duran and Zaif, both got in via the Summer of Manga program. Of course, they were also part of the internship, so they had a bit of a head start compared to the other creators, but that's still the straight way into Saturday AM is to enter Summer of Manga, do well in Summer of Manga, show us what you have, and that's the way how you can get a series with us. Let's see. Sanchez Knights, I have arrived. And that was not my best All Might impression, I guess. Zaif illustration, what position does Amasha play? She's a setter. So yeah, find out a bit more about that because it's... Okay, I can't give out much about the story just yet. But she's a setter. And yeah. Read the first chapter when it comes out. Arizona. Webtoon has solo leveling, and this manga became popular in the last decades. And what I'm meaning that no one talks, for example, about Apple Black. This manga will get an anime soon. Yeah, I don't want to be mean, but you're a bit wrong there, buddy. It's an exaggeration. No one talks about Apple Black. You might move around in circles where people are not familiar with Apple Black, but Apple Black has sales that are beating comics published by Viz or Marvel. So you're very wrong in that no one talks about Apple Black. Like, yeah, and just because you don't know about things doesn't mean they aren't happening. So that's a bold assumption there. Sanchez Knight, so what's your take on the My Hero drama? Honestly, I'm not really caught up on that. I knew that there was some issue going on with the character name. but I honestly don't have much to add. I'm not even caught up with the manga. I'm several chapters behind. As usual, I think the internet is overreacting. I've seen posts where people are literally throwing out and setting their My Hero Academia volumes on fire. We've seen that with Bleach, we've seen that with other series. Is the usual, the internet is making a bigger deal out of things than they are, so yeah, that's all I can say. Magic art, yes, color please. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start coloring for that. I'm gonna pull my color palette for MSA. Where is it? Where is it? Or I'm just gonna pull an artwork that I can use. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna pull an artwork I can use. Oh boy. I'm gonna roll today. Okay, I'm gonna put my line art in a folder. Lately I've been very fond of using folders for everything, so getting super organized with my artworks. Okay. And I'm gonna start coloring. And then I go back to the comments. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Let's do this. And now back to the comments. Adam Dex, do you play volleyball? I did play a little bit in high school and on a hobby level with friends and stuff like that, although that was mostly beach volleyball. Let's just say that my height isn't the best for volleyball. I'm super short. I'm only 5 feet tall. So even if I wanted to play volleyball, there was never really a chance with my height. So yeah, I never got to play volleyball competitively or anything like that. But I'm a big fan. Like, volleyball is legit my favorite sport. I did play other sports. I did play soccer and handball competitively, because those didn't require height as much as volleyball did, so that was my option. Cosplay Boy, Sagami, I'm currently working on a short comic, a good start, then do another one, and if I think I'm good, I have learned, I join the internship. Possibly by the end of this year, hopefully things go well. But yeah, you know, if you feel like you're not ready and you need practice, you need time, just do it. Our internships probably will be open more around the year because we can always use more hands around the company. So yeah, and you know, Summer of Manga is a yearly thing as well. So whenever you feel like you can create a short story that you can submit, Summer of Manga will always be a thing every year. Yeah, just gonna write it. Let's see, where was I? Ramai Forbes, so wait, can I submit Mecha comics to Saturday AM or would you recommend Saturday PM? Well, it depends on the story. Mecha comics are something you could run in all of our magazines, literally. Saturday AM is more of a shonen genre, it's more action focused, but the stories are more lighthearted in a way that is suitable for a younger audience. So if we're looking at Japanese manga, then Saturday AM would be Shonen Jump, while Saturday PM would be Jump Square or Young Jump. So it's for a more mature audience. There are more mature topics, subjects, and things like that going on. With Saturday AM, it's more like it's like a a PG-13 category, or teens rated at most. So yeah, it depends on the rating, I guess. Yeah, and once again, Saturday Brunch is also open for all sorts of genres, as long as the series has female lead and or LGBTQ lead or main characters or representation. Plus, given that Brunch isn't that action focused like Saturday AM, is the magazine that it always has to be exciting. There's always have to be something going on to excite your audience. Brunch allows a bit more creative freedom and a bit more leeway with the story, so there's more room for drama and things like that in Brunch. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. The Reaper of Crows, thanks so much. I definitely work hard and show Brunch what I'm made of soon. Well, good luck. Kayson, what do you need in order to join Saturday AM? Well, like I said before, we are looking for new creators in our program Summer of Manga, where people can submit their short story ideas, and if we like the ideas, think the creator has the artistic standards we're looking for, then we publish that short story. And if the results of the readers' feedback are good and we think that we can work together with this creator, then we might publish you. Other than that, we might accept open submissions for AM, but not really, because like I said, we already have a very, very steady lineup of series and creators right now, so there's not much room in AM. Right now we are mostly focusing on Brunch, and like I just said, Brunch also has open submissions right now. Oops. Wrong color. Arizona. Well, I have a friend that published his manga by himself, and when I told him about Saturday AM, he told me something weird. Do I get money from this publisher? Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there, buddy, with you. Finn the Mangaka. I was working on a volleyball series for AM, but since you are making this, do you think I should submit it somewhere else like Dark Horse? Well, you know, it's your call where you submit. Certainly the fact that we now do have a volleyball series kinda limits your option, but once again, this series will run in Saturday Brunch. Saturday AM is a different magazine, so there's no direct competition there, exactly. But yeah, it's certainly harder. We're looking for sports series all the time, so I wouldn't worry about that. It depends on, you know, if there are too many similarities between the two stories, that could be problematic. But at the same time, just because it's something similar, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a straight up no. So yeah, I would say, you know, give it a try and we'll see, because yeah. Grimheim, Summer of Manga is a great learning opportunity. I would always recommend it. Yep. Yeah, now, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I wanna say certain things, but I can't, so yeah, Summer of Manga is the surefire way to get into Saturday AM or in one of our other magazines. So stay tuned and try it if you feel like you have what it takes. That one person. By the way, Arizona, the solo leveling anime adaptation is a rumor. It has yet to be confirmed by an actual source. Careful with those things. The animation you saw was simply a trailer to promote their comics. Yeah. Smoke and mirrors. There are too many companies out there who are fooling people with flashy animation and promotion that make them seem bigger than they are, and it's just funny. Kei-san, thank you, I do my best. Well, good luck. The Reaper of Crows, I'm coming for you, Summer of Manga. Yep, Summer of Manga is really a great opportunity, so I'm really excited about this year's Summer of Manga. Last year was insane. Like, the quality was just top notch. And of course, we now have two new series that came from Summer of Manga in Atlas Article and Risha. And both of them are just incredible. Like, chef's kiss. Let's see. Adam Dex, I want to get published. I'm only 10 years old. You might think I'm not that good, but you might be surprised what you see. Well, you're very young, so it's too early for you to think about publication. Because, you know, even if you're really good, you won't be able to work for a publisher or get published if you're too young, because there are laws against, you know, working with minors. So what I recommend to you is spend the next several years just honing your skills, practice, do your best, learn, improve, and once you're old enough, then try to focus on getting published. So yeah, because it's, yeah, you're very young. So just focus on getting better and improve, both as a storyteller, both as an artist. Arizona, what is your best manga art style? Mine is JoJo, weird but unique and new. Well, when it comes to my style, I have my own style. When it comes to styles I like, well, I really do like the art style of Fairy Tail and Hiro Mashima. I always liked it. He was one of my favorite creators. I really like the art style of Haikyuu, of course. It's just very dynamic. Had a lot of changes during the years. And you know, it's kind of interesting because some people think that the art style has gotten ugly. I don't feel the same way. It's gotten a bit raw around the edges, but it still has really, really great dynamics. So I really love that. What else? I really like Obata Takeshi's style. You know, Death Note, Bakuman, All Unity Skill, things like that. So yeah, several art styles I really like. And there are manga where I like the art style, but I don't really like the story. So yeah, lots of things. JoJo is super weird though, yeah. Like I never read or watched any JoJo. It just seems super weird for me. Freedom Manga, will Summer of Manga accept me if I'm 15 years old, or do I have to be older? You have to be older. I think the minimum we accept is 17, 18. So you definitely have to be older.
Like the youngest we published was 16 with Dejan Tularčević, who's the creator of Crunch Time. He was only 16 when we first published him, but he was pretty much an exception because his skills were just so outstanding that we were like, we can't let this guy go. And now he's old enough, he's working on a series with us, and he's just getting better. So you might still try. This was one thing with the internship as well, and previous year Summer of Manga. If you're really good, you can always give it a shot, even if you're younger than what we're looking for, because talent and experience will always top the age requirements. But yeah, 16 or 17 is the low bar, even if you're like super talented. So I can tell you the same as to Adam, that hone your skills, practice, and when you're old enough, then you can give it a try. Okay. Kabakuman is amazing. I have read Manga merged anime 3 times. Oh yeah, it's really good. It's super fun. Adam Dex, thank you for looking at my comment, but yeah, I'm not focusing on being published, but I show my friends. That's great, and yeah, you can get feedback from your friends all the time. So yeah, just focus on that. Arizona, is it okay to publish one shot on Saturday AM? Well, we publish short stories and one shots during Summer of Manga. So if you can get in, then of course. Apart from that, we're mostly publishing series. Like Summer of Manga is our event where we celebrate short stories and we try out new things. I'm on the wrong tool. So yeah. With Saturday Brunch, however, we are also accepting short stories right now. Like the open submissions are mostly for series, but if a creator feels like they just want to try themselves out with a short story, that's a go-to. So with Brunch, we're accepting both series submissions and short story submissions. With Saturday AM, it's only during Summer of Manga. Kenji Age, you draw so cute art. Well, thank you. Zave's illustration. So don't give up, guys. Work and develop your craft. Yep, exactly. Like, we've seen it with creators that, when we first see their art, we're like, yeah, they have talent, but they are not on that level just yet. And years later, they come back and just blow our minds. Actually, it's kind of funny that Zave's the one saying this, because that happened with him. We've seen Zave's first in one of our March Art Madness competitions a few years ago. And we were like, yeah, this guy has pretty great stuff here, and he's been drawing some fan arts for us. And when the time for the internship came, we were like, I want this guy in my interns. And now with Orisha, we see that he's just killing it. And many of our readers were going crazy over just how cool Orisha looks and how much he improved, and I'm just so super proud of him. So yeah, it's absolutely worth being patient and just focusing on improving your skills, and if you do, your time will come. Magic Art, any tips on writing the first arc of your manga? Goals and milestones and stuff? Well, I would say keep it short, because you don't want to get into an overly complicated arc right off the bat. Your readers will always have a limited amount of attention span, so you want your first arc to be easy to understand, easy to engage with, and at the same time make sure that it shows the potential of your story, give the main vibe of what your characters and what the story can be. I know saying it is easier than doing it, but keeping it simple can be the best. Arizona, well, I don't want a manga, well, nothing personal with Saturday, but I want to test my narrating skills. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but okay. Zave's illustration, both Ricky, creator of Atlas article, and I came from Summer of Manga, and we both have Andrea Sensei to thank for it. Well, I just helped you guys polish what you already had, so the achievement is yours. I was just there to give you that push. Oh, okay. Okay, so Grimheim is responding to Arizona. You could become a writer of a novel or a short story then. Yeah. Okay, now I get what you meant. So yeah, you don't have to think in comics. You can always create novels, short stories, articles of your own, if it's something you want with your writing. So yeah. As an artist, hello. Well, hello. Lots of familiar names. It's kind of funny with this character Amasha, her hair literally looks different in every illustration I drew so far. Which is kind of a thing with this story, because the characters, well, some of the characters will change their hairstyles depending on if they are playing volleyball or it's just something casual, because, when you're playing sports you probably want to tie up your hair and stuff like that, so for many of the characters I have like two designs going on. One is just casual looks and the other one is the on-court look or game look. And yeah, with Amasha, her hair is shorter, so there's not much I can do with her hair when it comes to changing it with the game design, but it's kind of been looking different in every illustration. Zave's illustration. By the way, how long have you been crafting and developing Killshot? So, take two. The first concept art and basic story idea I put down in 2017. Actually, that was the first time I actually mentioned it to Fred that, hey, I really want to do a volleyball manga. But it was something I knew that I need to wait for. I wanted to do a volleyball manga before that, but I didn't really know what direction I want to take it in. And it was in 2017 when I was like, yeah, I want to do a volleyball story that focuses on the female narrative and also the LGBTQ representation. But at the same time, if you're doing a sports manga, you need top-notch art. And I felt like that, yeah, my art is just not there yet. So I'm just gonna wait a bit till I get better with my art, till I get faster. Plus, we've been talking about Brunch for years now. So I was like, yeah, that could be a great place for this story idea I have. So I literally just waited for Brunch to happen, and at the same time kept developing this story and improving my art. And I got serious with it last summer when I first started to sit down, write up the story, start designing the characters, well, redesigning, because I had several designs from 2017 already. It was actually kind of funny because I was going through a pretty bad phase, art block, and I just wasn't feeling well. Like, it wasn't just about art, it was a general slump emotionally for me. And yeah, it was actually Killshot what pulled me out from that. And I was like, yeah, I might just try to redesign these characters, and I started working on that, and from there it just exploded. And yeah, it was late summer, early fall, I started to work on these character designs, and it was in October that I sent in a complete pitch submission to Frederick that, hey, this is the story idea I have, this is the pitch, this is the story, these are the characters, I want this to happen in Brunch. And yeah, then I was like, yeah, I want this to happen. And yeah, soon enough we agreed on it, and since last October I've been actively working on Killshot. You know, making up all of the character designs, storyboards for the first chapter, story maps, story ideas, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been in progress for a few months now. Well, closer to half a year now, I guess. More than half a year. Yeah, something along those lines. Savage Mirrors, I recently learned how the metallic texture in Clip Studio, and it's not where I wanted, but it's a start. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that can be a tricky thing. Metallic surface and things like that, reflection. So that's a good thing. Zave's illustration, and how long do you think the series will run compared to Saigami? Killshot is definitely shorter than Saigami. Saigami, I hope to wrap up in like 10-ish books, 12 at most. Killshot, I plan to be like half of that length, like not more than 6 volumes. So yeah, it's definitely shorter than Saigami. You know, the story is more focused as well. Like I said, I improved a lot as a storyteller, so yeah. I think I have an easier time with Killshot than with Saigami. Saigami had a lot of trial and error at first. Of course, you know, if I could go back now, I would do things differently. With Killshot, I have that advantage right from the start, so yeah. Okay, probably should be saving. When was the last time I saved? Driving student, aka Kono, hello, hello. Zemina, I know the hype is building up, but I'm Saigami loyalist. Sean and Chibigan. Don't worry. Saigami is still a thing. Saigami is returning, and it will be better than ever. like I swear, the next chapters will be fun. And I have cool things coming in Saigami. So I know it feels like I'm only focusing on this story right now, but that's not the truth. Saigami is still very important, and actually, yeah. One of the conditions for being able to work on Killshot was that I need to make Saigami better, so it's a win-win, guys. Finn the mangaka Jade and Yuki, late for the live stream. Dr. Clover sentenced you to watch this stream until it's over. Okay. I mean,
GX.
I know. I've seen all of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It's just, oh, okay, because driving student has Jaden profile picture. Okay. Oh my god, I just didn't know how Yu-Gi-Oh! GX suddenly appeared in the conversation. I know it's from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm cultured. Don't give me that look. Arizona. Wow, how can you blend the colors like that? I wish I could do that. Well, I use different tools for this artwork and actually for this one. I try to zoom in, although yeah, this is not the best. I used these Copic sort of brushes. These are custom brushes, and for this one I used the oil painting brushes. So I use the flat oil paint brush and the flat oil. These are free custom brushes from the Clip Studio store, and the Copic brushes are something I actually purchased via Gumroad from a creator called Krupuk, I think. Yeah, it was Krupuk or something. Yeah. So yeah, I try to experiment with these sorts of brushes. I've been using a lot of watercolor brushes in the past, but now I feel like the oil and the Copic imitation brushes fit my style a bit more, or at least this is something closer to what I want my curling to look like. But I'm still pretty much in an experimental phase. Like I'm always trying out new things about my coloring, so yeah, it's something I like to play around with. Let's see, as an artist, how do you come up with poses? It depends. Sometimes I'm just playing around with things, and many times I'm relying on reference images, especially when it comes to kill shot with the volleyball poses. I'm looking up actual photos of volleyball players in certain poses, looking up game footages, and pause, crop the image, and things like that I can use as a reference. Because especially with a sports series, you want the movements to seem realistic. Of course, there's always exaggeration. Like for this pose, I looked up an actual spiking and surf pose, but at the same time, I wanted to have it look more dynamic. So I went in with the foreshortening here. I raised her legs a little bit, made her back bend a little bit more. So it's using a lot of references from life, but at the same time putting in a bit of cartoony exaggeration. So most of the times that's how I do it. Of course, when it comes to poses that I can't really pull a reference for, I'm either taking photos of myself doing the pose, or I have these figures that you can pose and things like that. So yeah, or sometimes I'm just drawing sketch and sketch and sketch after another until I find the right pose. So it's a mixture of those. Let's see, where was I? Almost again. Finamanka, do you have any tips for writing for comic book? Well, I would say that don't handle it as writing for a comic book, handle it as writing a good story. Because it doesn't matter if you're writing a novel or a comic book, it has to be a good story in order to engage the readers. Of course, there are some different things, because in a comic book you have to rely on the visuals a lot, while in a novel, you know, whenever you're trying to show a new scene or describe something, you literally can go on pages just describing a scene, a feeling, or something like that. With a comic, you will have to rely a lot on the visuals, and sometimes you will only have one panel to show something that you would have a full page to describe on in a novel. So always keep in mind that you have to think sort of like a movie director whenever you're writing for comics. But just in general, just focus on getting a good story, and the rest is how you can adapt the ideas to the visual elements. It's a really huge topic, so yeah, that's something I guess I could go on and ramble on for hours, but I think in general that's the gist of it. Magic Art, any tips on color design for characters? I'm not too good with color designs myself. Like, I'm getting better, you know, I did a lot of learning in terms of color theory and stuff like that, but if you look at my early designs, I was literally just drawing in colors at random. So I had to learn a lot about that. I try to keep my color palettes simple. You know, mostly just sticking to a few colors. Like, for example... Crap. Yeah, I don't think I have the color palette. I should have it. Why do I have so much stuff in my folder? Ah, there it is. So, this is my color palette for Lamesha. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. Of course, you know, it's her game design. So obviously her jersey won't have too many colors going on. I only use these 3 colors. This sort of white, but it's a bit darker than just plain white. The yellow and the blue. So these are going on for her jersey. And these are all of her colors. The brown hair and the eyes. Of course, I have a tad of pink in here to make her a bit flashier, because she's the main character. She has to stand out, and I have characters who look way flashier than her in the team. And for her shoes, I actually used the mixture of the pink from her hair and the blue from the jersey. Actually, there's a darker blue for the shorts, and that's the darker blue I used on the shoe. So I try to keep things very simple, only working with a few colors. Usually colors that work well together. Of course, she has the wristband that has the Hungarian flag color, so that's a choice with the color design that just completely doesn't match her design at all. But it's something that represents something in the story, her origins, her roots. That's just a touch of Hungary in there. Of course, it's kind of fun because this type of the molten volleyball actually has the colors from the Hungarian flag, so it works pretty well with this ball. But yeah, I mostly try to work with simplistic colors that go well with each other, or that are complementary colors, because you can have pretty strong visuals when you're working with complementary colors. And of course, since I already have complementary colors going on here with the red and the green, which kind of is my trademark coloring because I use that combination a lot in Saigami, I like to work with all sorts of complementary colors whenever I choose the colors for my characters. Or at least I do now. I did not back in the day. So if you're looking at older Saigami designs, I just probably picked on random. One thing you can actually do whenever you're unsure about the color palettes is just look up an artwork, preferably from professionals, or an artwork you really like, you really think the colors are super on spot. On point. And put the colors from that artwork. What you can even do is, I'm not sure if you can do that in... Okay, now I'm gonna try if I can do that in Clip Studio. I know that you could do that in... yeah, in Mosaic. In Photoshop you can do a Pixelate Filter. You can sort of do it here as well, so... If you add in a filter with the Mosaic or the Pixelate filter and you change the pixel size to big, you will literally receive a color palette based on an artwork, and it will give you the simplified colors. So this is something you can use to pull the right colors without having to pay too much attention on the details. So this is something I actually used for a lot of my newer artworks, that I looked at reference images where I really like the mood, the color harmony, the color temperature and all the stuff. So I put the colors from those artworks. So yeah. Okay, I will try to catch up with the comments. Where was I? There I was. Okay. Kaysan, do you think an iPad can make good comic art, or do I need a PC tablet? Yep, an iPad is absolutely incredible. They also do have Clip Studio on the iPad, so literally nothing stops you from doing comics on iPad. I know many artists who are only using an iPad. Of course, I do have a laptop and a drawing tablet setup because I'm poor and I can't afford an iPad, but if I could, I would probably work on an iPad. Of course, if you want to work on a bigger screen, you can fall back to a PC and, plug in a bigger tablet. It's absolutely your choice, but the iPad is really great and it literally can have everything you need to create manga pages. Fina Manga was worried for a sec that you wouldn't get the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX reference and I would have just looked like an idiot. Oh no, I absolutely love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, so I was a fan. Like, I had an Elemental Hero deck, I still do, so... Arizona, did you use Medibang Paint Pro? I had Medibang, I tried using it, but honestly, since I had Clip Studio, I felt like Medibang has nothing really on it. So the only platform I still use Medibang is I have the Siemens Picasso tab that I sometimes use to doodle. And on that I use the Medibang, but that's pretty much all what I used it for. I just love Clip Studio too much, like it just clicks well for me, so I'm using that. Zemi9, a question for Peter. Has Andrea's time management improved at all? I'm not asking her for obvious reasons. Has it? It's a question for you, answer.
I wrote an answer.
Oh. You're no fun. And now I look like a fool. A fun time we have in these streams. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at the answer because I'm already afraid to see. So Peter answered to Zemi9. Of course, you've probably already seen this because you guys are caught up with the comments and I'm not. So I'm like joining the party here too late. Zemi9. At Zemi9. I couldn't say much. I'm usually at work, so I don't know the ins and outs of what she does. Wow. You make me sound shady. I would say though that what I do know she does is pretty impressive. She has entire days scheduled. So I do. have improved, right? Right?
Well, if I don't know how you started and where you're at now, I can't really say if you've improved. For all I know, you've been scheduling your times like you have since the beginning. So
No.
I would say, you know, with what I do know of how you manage your time, you seem to do it in a very impressive manner, but I can't really speak for if you've improved, how much you've improved, because I'm usually making our income.
Fair. Grimheim. She's so cute. Fan art is definitely coming soon. Thank you. Well, I will post a bit more artwork of her soonish, because like I said, I have a lot more. And more in the making, I guess. Plus, you know, there are the other characters, and some of them I just absolutely love their designs. Like, it's kind of funny because Amesha is the main character, but I feel like in the team she has one of the blandest designs, and of course that was intentional because I didn't want her to be like super flashy to give out that anime character vibe. Of course I added the pink strand for reasons, but yeah, apart from that I just wanted her to look average. And yes, with some of the other characters I have like way more fun with the design. Dripper of Crows, I love her design. Thank you. Savage Bear, Sunny, you should draw Chibigon with a Vulu at some point. The cuteness overload for sure. Aww. Yeah, I totally need to draw some Saigami Feet Pokemon crossover, so that would be super fun. And I just realized that I never actually drew design of the jersey in my line art. So we're going back and we're gonna add the details to the jersey in the line art. Okay. Well, I can do that with the coloring. Yeah, I did that with the coloring on here, so yeah, okay. So I guess I can just go in with the colors. I'm gonna start with the shorts because those are the easiest to color. No, I can't really use the refill tool because I'm probably not the smartest with this tool choice here because I'm using this Copic brush. Oh, fudge, I'm on the wrong layer. So subtle. But it's actually not giving me a solid layer of colors. Like if I make the bottom layer disappear, you can see that it's not completely opaque. So yeah, that's why I can't really use the paint bucket tool because I have my ways to do this. And it's auto-saving, so I'm just gonna catch up with the comments. Arizona, I want my manga a Japanese manga, but I don't have a Japanese friends, and also there is no publisher websites like Shonen Jumps. What should I do and how can I publish my manga in Japan? Well, that's kinda hard because, yeah, the Japanese don't really give you much option when you're not in Japan and when you're not speaking the language. There are two things you can do. One of them is the silent manga audition, which is hosted by Japanese publishers, and if you're good and you receive several awards, then they will invite you to the masterclass, and you will get an editor assigned, and you can work towards publication. So far, I think 2 creators got actually published in Japanese magazines via the silent manga audition program. So that's one way, and for that you don't need the Japanese skills. Actually, there's an amazing Hungarian artist I know, and he's in the masterclass, and based on his posts and blogs, he's talking to his editor in English. So the language barrier is not a problem with the silent manga edition. Of course, even with the submission, because it's literally manga without any text or dialogue. So that's one way. The other way is via the Medivan competitions. They do host several competitions with Japanese publishers, and they offer to translate the submissions into Japanese. So if you're really headstrong about Japan, then those are the two options. The third option is that you learn Japanese and move to Japan. And there's really no other way around that, because Japan is literally one of the most shut-in countries in the world. So they are really not too fond of foreigners. Zif illustrations. I plan on updating my tools. Should I get an XP Pen Artist 13.3 Pro or an iPad? Which would you recommend? That's tricky. Well, I guess it depends on your budget. Obviously, the XP Pen is the cheaper solution, and if you're like a Windows user, the drawing monitor could be easier. The iPad is obviously way more expensive, especially if you want to get a better and a bigger model. What you want to keep in mind if you're getting an iPad or an iPad Pro for art is that you want the iPad with the more RAM. So given you will be using it for art, you want at least the 4 gigs of RAM for your iPad, because in softwares like Procreate, the amount of RAM you have will limit the number of layers you can have, and you don't really want that. I know at least that I prefer to work with a bunch of layers, so the idea that I could only have like 6 layers is just driving me nuts. So definitely go for an iPad that has at least 4 gigs of RAM. So yeah, plus, you know, the iPad is portable. You only need the iPad to create art, plus the pencil, of course. With the XP Pen, you also need either a PC, a laptop, MacBook, you name it. So it won't ever be as portable, but it's cheaper and it's awesome. And you know, you can get different softwares with this. So it depends on the style of how you want to work. So yeah, plus even with Clip Studio, for Windows, Clip Studio is a one-time purchase. For the iPad, you have to pay a monthly fee for it. So on a long term, it's more expensive to get the iPad and more expensive to have the Clip Studio on iPad. So those are things to think about and do the number crunching on what fits your budget and your work style the most. I say you can't really go wrong with either of those because both are amazing. I absolutely love the Artist 13 Pro, and when I got the chance to work on an iPad, I absolutely loved that, and I really would love to get an iPad in the future as well. But at the same time, I'm absolutely happy with my current workstation as well. Okay, so here's where was I? Blue Eyes White D Girl. We have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh going on tonight. Your artwork is amazing. Love seeing it. Thank you. Cosplay Boy, here it is, the OST again. Well, if it's the current song that's playing, then that's from Madness. It's called Josephine, and you can find it on his Spotify or on his YouTube as well. You have the links to his channel in my profile, and just check him out. If you like this song, then you will love the rest of his songs. He's really amazing. Zave's illustration. When will we get a reveal of the supporting cast for Killshot? I wanna see the awesome designs you keep talking about. I'm so hyped. Well, given that I probably won't finish coloring this artwork because there's still a lot to color, I probably will pull one of the designs. So I'm just gonna catch up with the comments. Maybe we'll color the jersey and then I will show you a design. Although now I'm not sure which one to show. Okay, so I'm gonna color and think a little about that. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna color the base for her jersey. And then I'm gonna show you some new designs. Grimheim, this brush looks amazing. I actually really love this brush. Like, I've been experimenting with a lot of brushes, and I absolutely found this set of brush randomly because I was just looking for a brush that looks like ballpoint pen for reasons. And the same creator who had this set of this ballpoint pen brush had a promo plugged in that, hey, I have brushes that look like Copics, check them out on my Gumroad, and guess what, I was on their Gumroad in the next second. So and then I found this and I was like, yeah, this looks really good, like this looks legit like Copics. So I gave it a try and I fell in love. So this is the brush that I've been using for my designs and pretty much for all of my coloring recently. And so far I'm really happy about it. Oops. Of course it was kind of tricky to figure it out first because it doesn't really work like the other brushes, so you have to play around with layers and layer settings a bit more than what I'm used to. I need to go back and forth to my already existing artworks here because admittedly I can't color the jersey from memory just yet. I mean, I probably could, but I just want to make sure that I'm remembering the details the right way. It's kind of funny because I could draw the Karasuno jersey from Haikyuu from memory, and I can't draw the jersey for my own volleyball team from memory. Soon we get there. How can I get an editor for my manga? These are the problems. Well, usually you have to submit something to publishers and they will assign you with an editor if they think you're a promising talent and they might want to work with you. That's how it works in Japan. In Saturday AM, if you're with us, you're assigned an editor who will work with you, so it's an automatic. Last year we also did assign editors to people who were entering the Summer of Manga, so we were extending the outreach for editors a bit more as well. Okay, so go with the yellows. So yeah, it's you have to put something on the table first and prove yourself. That's literally the only way. There's no really a shortcut. Actually, nope. Going back. I kind of got confused here. It happens. Kaio Gaming, how long did it take you to get this good at drawing? A lot of years. Like I said, I started drawing my own comics when I was about 14ish, and now I'm 30, so that's 16 years. Which is probably more years than than the ages of some of you in this live stream. So let that just sink in. Najib, Ahmad, Safri, probably. I'm probably butchering your name, sorry. Thick. That comment actually reminds me of a weird compliment I got from Frederick when he's seen my promo artwork for Killshot, that this artwork is legit my first time drawing like Capcom level girls. So that was funny for me. It's probably not as funny for you guys because it's kind of an inside joke, but yeah, you know, I'm drawing here characters who are athletes, and if you're playing volleyball, you need some muscles for that, so I'm not gonna stick to drawing skinny anime girls here. Okay. The hell? My brush suddenly just moved on its own. And that was super weird. Magic Art, any new Saigami prints? Not yet. I think the latest artwork I did was for the cover of issue 109, probably. Yeah, I've been neglecting prints a bit in the past few months, but I changed that. I did several new artworks for Saigami featuring Ayumi. Most of them you haven't seen yet. My patrons did, but not you guys yet. But we will reveal some more as we go. What's the name for the shorts? What was the name? Okay. Oh, the skin. Okay. Grimheim, how long do you stream? I probably will wrap up this pretty soon. I mean, it's 6:45 here, so I definitely don't want to go longer than 7 because we're already at the 3-hour mark. Oh, okay. So yeah, I probably will just put down this last batch of yellow here, and yeah, I'm gonna catch up with the comments. And thank you, Clip Studio. Yeah, and then we'll show the design and then wrap it up. So yeah, probably 10 more minutes. Reaper of Crowns, do you look at the art chat in the Saigami server? I actually do. Don't give me that look. I gotta be honest, I'm not keeping up with the Discord server as much as I should, and that's why I'm receiving those nasty looks from Peter right now. But when I do. I'm usually not commenting on the arts, because I gotta be honest, there are a bunch of artworks that I like, but I feel like if I'm commenting on one, then I should be commenting on all of them. So I don't want to play like favorites and things like that. So I'm just silently looking at them and I move on. But I try to improve my presence at the Discord server, I did post a bit more in the last couple of days, and I hope to keep that up and be a better host and do some more activities and a bit more stuff with the Discord. So that's the hope. So yeah, so far I was just like silently watching what's going on. Grimheim, that's true. Ayumi and the other girls are very slim, and compared to the Killshot character here, they look so fragile. Yeah, especially in my early artworks, like Ayumi is just like a twig. Like, especially when I was going back and like, yeah, how can she walk with legs like that? So I really hope to have a very a change in style with the characters here. Of course, you know, I'm working on it in Saigami as well. Like, it was kind of funny because since I went back to polish up some pages from Saigami Volume 1, and we have like 2 panels where Cardi appeared, so I went back and I refined her line art a bit to make her look a bit bulkier than she was at my very first artwork, because she was just so thin and she's not supposed to be thin. At least, you know, yeah, you've seen, if you've seen the recent chapters from Saigami, then you know that she's a bit more muscular than say Ayumi. So yeah, it's something I'm working on. Arizona, get to go by. Well, hello. I mean, bye. I'm having a brain fart. Oh my god, yeah, this is why we're not supposed to go for 3 hours. Kisan, do you do art contests? I used to do, I haven't done one in a good while. I probably will do one in the future, near future, we'll see. Definitely one for Saigami Volume 3, maybe one for Killshot launch or something. But if you're interested in art contests, just check out March Art Madness, which is a thing, and it will happen next month. And it will be the biggest March Art Madness so far because it's our 5th year, it's an anniversary, and we have some really cool things coming. So definitely check out March Art Madness if you want a good art contest. Grimheim, I can't wait for the finished version. But yeah, I won't finish this in the stream because, as you can see, there's still a lot more to color here. Not to mention shading, and I still need to add the logo and her jersey number, which will be a bit tricky. So yeah, still a lot more work. Plus, oh my god, I need to do the shoelaces. I hate doing shoelaces, so I always leave those for last. But yeah, you will see this artwork eventually. My patrons will see it first, but eventually it will make its way to social media. Nathan asks, the Discord server sort of has odd spice of activities, so it can be a bit awkward to keep up with. Yeah, like sometimes it's just a lot of conversation about things like I'm like about like, huh now? And sometimes it's just such a high level of conversation. I'm like, oh my god, this is really good. So yeah, I try to take a bit more leadership of the Discord server as we go. We'll see how I can manage it. Grimheim, Discord is stealing so much time though, especially when you voice chat. I never voice chat on Discord though. So yeah, I usually just prefer to write. Although I could do voice chat, because yeah, that could be a thing. Okay, this is something I need to think about. Zeminoid, not just the girls, Reggie was as buff as a toothpick. Oh my god, he was. Oh, it's so cringy to look back at the old Saigami pages. It was just, you know, my inability to draw different body styles. Like, I'm not gonna deny it. My artwork was not there yet when I started drawing Saigami. So that was the best I could do back then. So now it's just so different. So yeah, it will be interesting going forward, Saigami, seeing these body types changes and all this stuff, so it's fun. Kason will do, thanks for the info. Yeah, absolutely. The Reaper of Crows, I try to be active and not flood the chat. yeah, that's fine. I mean, you know, it's I have I mean we have several threads or channels in the Discord, which is literally just about talking anime, manga, games, you name it. So feel free to have a conversation. I might not be able to keep up with all of them, but I'm trying my best. Unstract 04, very, very, very beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's almost 7 here, and I know that some of you it's even later than that. So for this artwork, this is it for now. And I'm gonna pull a design here. Oh, good lord. Now this is tricky because I'm not sure who to show you guys. Like, I have characters whose design I like, but they are not so important. I mean, they are important, not just... Okay, so for Killshot, I literally have like dual protagonists. So I can show you guys the other main character, but once again, her design is not as flashy. I'm losing my train of thoughts here, so she probably is a bit flashier than Amasha here, but still not overly crazy with the design. So yeah. Or I can show you some other characters from the team. So I'm gonna let you guys pick if you want to see the other main character or you want to see a character who's more diverse. Let me know and I'm gonna pull you a design. Of course, yeah, I will only select from a few because I'm still posting the designs on my Patreon, so I don't want to show a design that I haven't shown on my Patreon just yet. So I'm not making my thing easy here. So yeah, write me a comment what you want and I will show you. Yokai Bird, how did you get so good at drawing bodies? Lots of years of practice. I've been looking up a lot of reference images on how to draw different body types, muscles, things like that. Because yeah, back in the day I was always just drawing from my memory, and of course everyone looked like they are from Digimon with twig legs and arms. And now I'm trying to draw more realistic body builds, muscles and all that stuff for my characters. Oh, sorry. Oh, lots of years of practice. Savage Bears, I know tonight you better get the sleep, save line work and other work for the next day. Oh, I still have a lot of things to draw. Like, yeah, I have to color an artwork for Saturday. I still want to work on storyboards, and I also have a fun art that I really want to finish up because I made it in my life. Guess what it's about. Dripper Cross says the other main character, Zave says the flashiest character. Magic Art. What are our options again? So the options are the other main character or some side characters who probably look flashier or more diverse than my two main characters. Zamina, I'm gonna call it a night. Good night, guys. Well, good night. Thank you for being with us. Or, well, I guess I could... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna show you both. So... Not sure if I want to show game design or not game design, though. Okay, so for the other main character, do you want the game design or the not game design? I'm giving you choices. Because I'm not really decisive. I'm sorry. You're worse than that than I am. At least I can make decision what I want to eat. Okay, so... Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the non-game design, because okay, the game design then. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the game design. So she is our other main character. Her hair is super hard to draw, both in the game design and the not game design as well, because she has like long wavy hair. And it's just super hard to draw. So yeah, she will be our other main character. I will reveal a bit more info about her as we go. Not in this stream, I guess. Yeah. But I can give you a little bit. Her name is Alina, and I'm just looking at these comments. And she is Russian American. So yeah. She will be our secondary lead character next to Amasha. Nathan, I'm also indecisive. Don't give me these options. You've seen them anyway. You're on Patreon. You've seen them all. Not all. I still have to post a few more, but yeah. Zape illustrations. Wow. The Reaper crowd. She's pretty. Magic art. Oh, nice. She's cute, cute, cutie. Zape illustrations. Waifu alert. Oh yeah. Magic art, Laura, Zape illustration. Too bad she's not into guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, she's our secondary main character, and for the others, I'm gonna show you the flashiest character I have because she has blue hair. And I just absolutely love drawing her. Like, she's super fun. She's a tomboy character. So if we were to play this pod, the main character, she would probably win, because I would assume that people would think that she's like the main character, but she's not. She's just a supporting character. So I think she's the flashiest from my characters. And yeah, I really love to draw her as well. And yeah, I'm like super happy with the hair color and everything. Of course, you know, it's a dyed hair, so given that Kishot is more realistic, it won't have like anime hair colors. So she's a brunette. She just dyed her color blue because she can. So yeah. Let's see, comments. Grimheim, oh, she's amazing. Devin Holmes, have you ever played Pokemon? My apologies, I'm making assumptions, but if so, what's your favorite? Oh yeah, I'm obsessed with Pokemon. I played all of the main games except for Sun and Moon. I do have Sun and Moon, I just never got the time to play it. Well, right now I'm really enjoying Sword and Shield. As much as I had time to play it, I'm at like my 4th badge. I know I actually got my 5th badge a week ago. Oh my god, I'm at my 5th badge, guys. I'm doing so good. But my all-time favorite Pokemon game is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I can't English anymore. And my all-time favorite Pokemon is Chikorita. Zafe illustration. Another one. You are spoiling us, Andrea Sensei. Sorry, guys. My throat is just giving up on me. The River of Crows. This trio is looking pretty good. Zafe illustration. Oh no, that's add Zafe illustration. Don't worry, she will change if she ever meets Sean. Oh, that reminds me of a fun conversation. Okay, so I'm gonna show one more and then I'm gonna call this stream quits. I'm gonna show you another like character from the team whose role is not in the lead. Well, she's a regular in the team, but I just absolutely love drawing her hair. So So I'm just gonna show her, and then we're gonna end this, and yeah, the rest you can see in my social media as I go. So she's a character I absolutely love to draw. Like, it was fun because I was so intimidated by her hair at first, because I don't really draw hairstyles like this, because normally my style is closer to the anime, like spikes and all that stuff. But I wanted to have this authentic sort of hair, and I just absolutely love how she turned out, and she's a really fun character to work with. So yeah. So far, this is all I can show you guys. And of course, I will post more as we go on social media. My patrons already have seen this. And I will post some more there too before we move forward. Magic card, good designs, dope, Zaves. My god, Sunny, another one. Okay, son, these are solid. Thank you. Grimham, she's cute too. I know, right? Love my girls here. Like, I'm really happy with all of the designs. I have some, like I said, I have way more diversity going on with these characters than with Saigami, so it was a very, very fun challenge, and I just love how some of them turned out, and I can't wait to work more with these girls. The Reaper of Crows, is she Puerto Rican? No. Shoot. Okay, so I do have a Puerto Rican character, and I'm not sure if it was her or another character. I know, I'm the creator and I'm failing here hard. No, I think another character of mine was Puerto Rican. I need to get better at this. I'm sorry. Zave, yo, these character designs are sick. You're trying to give me a heart attack. I'm not. I'm showing what I have in store for you guys. Magic Art, love the hair. Oh, yeah, me too. Like, her hair is just super fun to draw. And apparently, it was so much easier to draw than I thought, because I was literally afraid that how I'm gonna draw this hairstyle all the time, and then I realized it's just easier as I thought. So, having a lot of fun with her hair. Devin Holmes, black. Yep, she's a black character, and I have several other characters of color in the team. But for now, that's all I'm gonna show. Devin Holmes, the hair is dope. Thank you. The Reaper of Crows, it's cool, Sunny. Also, I'm Puerto Rican, so that's gonna be exciting to see some cool representation. Oh, that's awesome! That's awesome, and yeah, like I said, I try to be as realistic here with the team and everything as possible. So I wanted to include characters from various backgrounds and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy what you see in the series. So yeah, this is it for the character designs right now. Once again, this is, oh my god, where's the banner? This is the banner, right? Yeah. So these designs are for my new series Scale Shot, which will debut in June in Saturday Brunch, which is the brand new magazine the Saturday AM family is launching. If you're a comic creator or know someone who might be interested in this, we have open comic submissions right now. You can find the links in my social media for this, or go to the Saturday AM homepage and you will find all the links. Also, don't forget that we do have our app out. It's available on all of the platforms. It's free to download. You can read the latest Saturday AM issues for free, the latest Tonight Friday for free, and if you subscribe, you can get access to all of our previous magazines. So if you never started the Saturday AM series because you felt like you can't catch up, now you can. You can also buy like chapter packs or volumes in the app. So it's a pretty good deal, and I absolutely love the app. It has a really great design, and it has a good experience as a user as well. So yeah, we have all of these things coming on, and yeah, there's just so much. I'm looking forward this year, and we have big things coming, so So yeah, once again, you can find all of the links in the video description. If you're interested in more behind the scenes stuff, you want to witness the whole creation process of Killshot with all the designs and everything behind the scene, then I recommend checking out my Patreon. And of course, I also would like to thank all of my supporters on Patreon for helping me so far and being with me on this bumpy ride and everything. So yeah, and also thank you very much. I can't English anymore. So once again, thank you very much for joining me for this stream. And yeah, I hope to do another stream maybe this month, maybe next month, I don't know, but I try to do these things more regularly. So stay tuned, and once again, on my social media, Instagram, Twitter, I'm most active, so you can follow me there. So thank you very much for joining me tonight, and I see you guys in my next video.